there's always this push-pull with the idea of the American rule-based society and everybody else. I don't think that rule-based society thing that we hold on to, especially people from the Midwest, I don't think that is, I know it's not universal, but this idea that you do whatever you think you want to do at any given moment. I wasn't allowed to do that ever.
Me either.
Like as a child, growing up, I was never allowed to do that. And I think that a lot of cultures are based on that idea of me getting what I want at any particular moment in time, and that's what's most important.
Do you have that, Aaron? Do you have that feeling like I can just do? I can do what I want.
I zoned out for a second. What?
Zoned out? Man, you've been asleep with your eyes open. Don't even try it.
I'm asking you the question. Do you have that feeling like I can just do what I want today, and if I want this thing, I'm just going to get it? Say you want money on your Steam account.
You should do something.
No. Are you going to just go and take the money out of someone's thing and walk over to OXXO and buy the Steam card and then come on back?
That's theft.
But you wanted it.
That's nice. It's gonna be there.
No, but you wanted it. Like you
I'm
wanted
gonna
it.
still
no,
want it
You
later.
want it. No. You want it now, which means because you want to play the game now. So you want to go. You get the money now. And you take it out of the can. You walk over to and you get the Steam card and you come back. No asking.
Ask.
No, you. Why do you need to ask? You want it now.
That's nice. My feelings don't matter. Just because I want it, that's nice. People want ice water in hell. Yeah.
Or so the saying goes.
If
They
there's-
want tequila.
If there's,
No, they don't.
that would make you hotter. If there's like money in the can, I would ask, can I use this?
I guess that's there are limits, and it's funny that they're now trying to, with the teachers that are here and the students that are here, they're starting to try to put in limits, but they won't do it whole hog, explaining to the parents, the students, and the teachers at the same time that this is a change. It is now going to happen. And see, I am a person who wants to do the change now.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
just walk in and from my perspective, you walk in and say to all the staff, like before you start school, this is what we're doing this year. You have a plan, you have a roadmap. This is what we're doing based on, basically you would base it this year on educational norms.
Right.
Internationally known educational norms. Now, are we aligned with this right now? Are we aligned with this with our discipline, with our curriculum, with whatever we're doing in, say, movement in schools or expectations of students? Are we aligned with this thing? If we're not, now how do we get there? And we're going to spend the next year getting there.
Right.
And everybody knows it, from the teachers to the parents, the management, and the students. Everybody is clear. Day one, this is where we are. That's the kind of thing I think that we walk in with, and therein lies all of our frustrations when we go into these schools around the world, because we think, okay, this is what should be done in order to get you there, but you're looking at it like, oh, this is going to be like a 10-year process. It's like, no, you don't take 10 years to get this done, because you're now hurting 10 classes of students along the way.
Yep.
You need to get this done now. You need to have these expectations now. You know, it's like me trying to do the curriculum back in China. It's like, no, we can't teach physics to people in English. Remember, the problem was English. No, physics in English is not gonna. They took physics back in like middle school. They know physics. If you're gonna reteach this, but they don't have the English to back it up, why are you teaching physics? Let's focus on the English, because that's the thing that they're so weak in. That's the thing. No, we have to teach physics because we have to teach physics. It's like, why? Because that's Chinese education. But we're not doing Chinese education. Right. We're not preparing them for Chinese school. So it's like you're misaligned. You're purpose, your outcome, they're not all lined up. You're not doing something that is getting you to the point where you want to get to. You're just doing it because you think that you need to follow some rule. And it's just like that thing, that moment at the beginning of the process where you say, okay, let's tear it all down, build it all right back up. What do we need? Where are we? Where are the students today? What is going on with these students right now? See, a lot of schools don't want to do this because then they find out their failings. They find out where they have failed, not only students and parents, but they find out where they're not even meeting any of the standards of, say, education around the world when it comes to international education. They're nowhere near. And they don't want anybody to tell them that.
Yep.
You know, it's least of all expats. Because we're the ones that can do, we can do the comparative analysis of your system based on what we've seen in all the places we've been to and go, yeah, that's just not going to be a thing. That's not going to work. You're gonna go down a road, and when you get to the end of it, you're going to have learned something, but you're going to learn that you wasted all your time going down that road.
Right.
And you never wanted to hear from us. You know, and it's funny because I guess my biggest issue is always, and I don't know why this is, but there's this thing between America and England. And England has convinced the world that their way is the right way. They've done it. They convinced the world long ago. And now we come in and go, yeah, that's not the only way. There's a lot of other ways.
Right.
And we can explore lots of different ways and ways of thinking and philosophies of education, all these other things. But everybody wants to hold to England. They want to hold to Cambridge. They want to hold to Oxford. And it's like, guys, that may have been a good way 100 years ago. Today, no. It's now an outdated way. And I don't even think most of Europe uses in a lot of the stuff that comes out of there. This is something being exported to non-English speaking places.
Do you have a lot of students who are taking the Cambridge exam?
We have some. I can't tell you if it's a lot. I know it's
Out
some.
of 48, I think I had at least 30 or more kids who were invited to take it.
They've been told that it's a good thing to take.
But out of the 30 or more that were invited, I probably have less than 10 that are actually taking it.
Yeah, but because it costs.
It costs.
It has a significant cost to the parents. I don't understand why they're making this be something that is really important when it's not learning English. It's learning how to take a Cambridge exam.
Yeah. And at second grade, it's unnecessary. Sixth grade, it's a little more.
Like I said, I don't know if it's necessary or not. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I think maybe at the very least, it gives kids a little bit of confidence about their language skills in English. But I don't think, and this is coming from the working in the United States and thinking about culture and all of those things and testing and assessment. Learning England through English, how is that helping anybody in Mexico?
It's not.
You know what I mean? How is that helping them?
Well, and some
unless
of my
you're going to go to England for university, and then it's 100% yes, you should do this, and you should do it often, and you should go. But no, why? No.
Yeah. A couple of my
makes sense to me.
Teaching friends here, they're really concerned that everything is going to switch over to British English and the British way of doing things. And they all learned an American English, an American style of everything because we're neighbors. And
we're in this hemisphere.
Right? And they don't know, what are we going to do if we have to learn how to spell things differently and teach things spelled differently and pronounced differently. And I'm like, you're going to have to do it.
Because I hate U's in the word color. Absolutely hate it.
But,
C-O-L-O-U-R is the British spelling. It is in
flavor
British
and
English.
humor.
Yep. But I guess, for a lot of the stuff that we see here, it is the same in many other places, and so many so many students are led by the nose to believe that what they're doing is worthwhile, and the parents don't know enough to say, no, this is not worthwhile, and then to tell the schools, this is not what we want for our students, and then the schools to then turn around and listen to those parents and go, okay, now what do you want from us as an educational institution? That conversation is probably the toughest for any school, because they find out that what they're doing is not very good, and then they find out they don't have the people with the skills necessary. They like their staff needs to be retrained and taught a whole nother way, and then the people that had those skills, you've already run them away. You've already removed them. So, if you want to find the Traveling Farrs on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify,
Google,
or the Google Play, you can find us at The Traveling Farrs. If you like the Twitter and the Instagram, send us messages at Traveling Farrs. If you like email, travelingfars@gmail.com, and the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in Blueberry. Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to the people.
bye.